Larry Levis, world-renowned poet and six-year professor at Virginia Commonwealth University, died in 1996. But his spirit is still alive on the college campus. Annual celebrations to commemorate Levis's career began in late September. Insight's Talia Cunningham has our story on the Levis legacy.
Larry Levis's friends and colleagues aren't short on words when describing the poet.
A spacious, honest imagination.
Sophisticated, committed, artistic.
With his love for poetry, American poet and creative writer Larry Levis left his mark at VCU. Teaching at the university for 6 years, Levis was able to attract the attention of prospective students and share his knowledge about poetry to the VCU community, says VCU Associate Professor of English and personal friend of Levis, Gregory Donovan.
Ever since that time that Larry began to work here, his spirit and his wonderful poetry and his commitment to his art has generated a lot of interest in our MFA program.
Or Master of Fine Arts, the English department's graduate program. Through his published works, such as The Elegy and The Widening Spell of Leaves, fans of Levis say he changed American poetry with his writing style, imagery, risk-taking, and sentence structure.
The influence of his work is beneficial to American poetry, and it has only continued to grow, and it will continue to grow.
In honor of Levis, the English department and Levis Committee established a 3-day conference for the first time this year, while the Larry Levis Reading Prize celebrated its 13th year. 300 students, faculty, fellow poets, and Levis's friends and family gathered at the Gray Street Theater and Cabell Library to listen to readings by published poets. Nikki Beer, Stanley Plumley, and Julia Johnson are just a few of the poets that attended the Levis Conference here at the Gray Street Theater. Some poets were specially invited to hear the readings of the prize winner and Levis's literary mentor, Philip Levine.
The young man was my cousin, Arthur Lieberman.
A large part of the conference is announcing to the world that poetry is alive and learning from the teachings of legendary poets, says Levis Conference Coordinator Gregory Kimbrell.
And I think that everyone left the conference feeling closer to Larry Levis than they'd ever felt.
A feeling Levis fans say was worth the trip. For VCU Insight, I'm Talia Cunningham.
VCU's English department will offer the Levis Reading Prize again next year, but not the conference. They hope to hold it every 5 years.